Have you ever wondered how devices communicate on local networks versus the internet? In this video, we'll break down the key differences between public and private IP addresses and why they're essential for networking. Let's start with public IP address. A public IP address is a unique identifier assigned to you by your Internet Service Provider, or ISP. This address allows your router to connect and communicate with the Internet. One of its key features is uniqueness. No two devices on the Internet share the same public IP. This uniqueness ensures that communication between your device and external websites or servers is accurate and efficient. However, it's important to note that public IP addresses are traceable. Internet service providers, advertisers, governments, and even hackers can use this information to track activity. So, how can you find your public IP address? It's simple. Just open a browser and search for "What is my IP address?" and your current public IP will be displayed. The visual on this slide shows an example of how a public IP address appears in a browser search. Let's talk about private IP addresses. A private IP address is used to identify devices connected to the same local network. It's crucial for enabling routers to forward information to specific devices within that network. Private IPs are not globally unique. Instead, they're reusable across different networks, which helps conserve the limited pool of IP addresses. They are specifically designed for local device communication and are traceable only within the local network. To locate a device's private IP address, simply check the system's settings or preferences. The exact steps may vary depending on your operating system, but it's typically found under network or connection settings. Understanding private IP addresses is foundational for networking, especially in setting up secure and efficient local communication. In this slide, we're comparing public IP addresses and private IP addresses across several important aspects. Let's walk through each one. Uniqueness. A public IP is unique across the entire Internet. This means that no two devices can have the same public IP address. In contrast, a private IP is reusable across different local networks, so multiple devices in various networks can share the same private IP address. Communication. A public IP allows communication across the Internet, making it accessible from anywhere in the world. A private IP is restricted to communication within a local network, so it cannot be accessed directly from the Internet. Traceability. Public IPs can be traced by ISPs, advertisers, and governments, which means they can be used to track the location and activity of users. Private IPs, however, are traceable only within the local network, so they provide more privacy compared to public IPs. Purpose. The main purpose of a public IP is global communication, enabling devices to interact with the Internet at large. The purpose of a private IP is for local device identification within a private network, ensuring that devices can communicate securely without exposing themselves to the Internet. Example. Ranges. Public IPs are any IPs outside the reserved ranges for private use, meaning they encompass all other IP addresses. Private IPs fall within specific ranges that are reserved by IAN for private use, ensuring they don't conflict with public IPs. This comparison highlights the different roles public and private IPs play in network design, with public IPs handling global communication and private IPs providing secure, internal connectivity. Let's explore the reserved IP ranges for private IPs, as defined by the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, or IANA. These ranges are specifically set aside for private use in local networks and cannot be routed on the public Internet. Here are the three main private IP ranges: 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255, which is 10.0.0.08. This range is commonly used in large networks, such as enterprise environments where extensive IP address space is required. 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255, which is 172.16.0.0 to 12. This range is often used for default VPCs in cloud environments like AWS, making it a go-to option for virtualized networks. 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255.255, which is 192.168.0.016. This range is widely recognized as the standard for home and small office networks, typically set up by routers to assign IPs to connected devices. These ranges are not accessible from the internet, ensuring security and efficiency within local networks. Understanding these ranges is essential when configuring private IPs for your devices or cloud environments. Let's summarize the key points about public and private IP addresses. Public IPs are unique across the internet, enabling communication on a global scale. They're traceable, making it possible for ISPs, advertisers, and governments to monitor their usage. Private IPs are used for communication within local networks. They're reusable across different networks, which makes them highly efficient for internal device identification without conflicting with global IPs. The Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, IANA, has reserved specific IP address ranges to ensure a standardized approach for private network configurations. These ranges are essential for maintaining order and compatibility in local networks. Understanding these distinctions is vital for designing secure, efficient, and scalable network architectures.